Aliyah, Renae, give me a second while I get my shit together. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Working this new shit you bought me.
Ooh,
You know, girlfriend shit. You know,
yeah. What's wrong with it?
you know me, babe. How many dummies does it take to do a?
I look okay.
Yeah, make sure you're speaking into the mic. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to show you. Well, I wanted to ask you. First, I want to ask you: do you think that men run? Like, do you think? I feel like in some situations, men don't run when they should. And when I say shit like that, I mean like I'm sure. Oh, I don't know. Like I'm sure you've had a friend or maybe you've done some shit in a relationship to where you was like, damn, I can't believe that this nigga is still fucking with me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So you've never felt like that in a relationship?
Like, what do you mean still fucking with me?
Like I'm saying, like you made an infraction or you did something or you said something, and it doesn't have to be you specifically, or you can use yourself, but or you don't have to. But I'm sure you know somebody that's been in a situation where they be like, damn, like I don't know if I should have said that.
Like, being in a relationship with somebody that, like, you've offended before, or like,
Right, and just looking back and being like, damn, like if that was me, I probably wouldn't have stayed with me. So thank God that they did. Or you been in that situation before?
kind of, sort of.
Okay, or you know somebody that's been in that situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think? Because I feel like women run way more than men. I feel like if women see some shit, they like, oh hell no. You feel me?
You think so? You think women run more?
Yeah, because I think women critique way more. There's way more shit that women put you through in their minds and shit that they don't even say. That while y'all are just meeting and when y'all are first getting to know each other. So if for example, I've had a female tell me some shit that I found out wasn't true later on, just so she could stop fucking with me.
I mean,
So I'm just saying that to say I don't even know the real reason she stopped fucking with me. You see what I'm saying?
right, but I feel like it's more likely for a man to do that than a woman.
Okay.
Cause like I feel like women are more likely to stay. Like we be like trying to see the good and shit, and men would be like, nah, like
Right. All right. Well, I want to show you this video real quick. Oh, shit.
you'll turn me out of shit, please.
It's cool, baby. I have to edit that shit out. All right. I want to show you this video real quick. Oh, shit. So, what do you think about men who date women? What do you think about OnlyFans and how women are exploring self exploitation and stuff like that? Do you think that is feasible for a man to deal with if he's in a relationship?
Like should he be able to watch OnlyFans?
Should she be able to make OnlyFans?
Say it again.
Should she be able to make an OnlyFans
Um,
without his permission?
no, I think that if you're in a committed relationship, like as an adult, I think that it's not like asking for permission,
Okay,
but I think that you should consider how your partner feels about it. If he's okay with it, then I don't think there's an issue with someone making an OnlyFans.
got you. Okay, well, I want to show you this video. We're gonna watch this video and then we'll talk about it. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, no, no, no. Calm. You're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked fucked up. It's not fucked up. Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it. Of course, I'm mad when you just finding out about it. I'm not doing it with.
What do you think about that?
I think doing something behind your partner's back is a violation to the relationship, period. Like, I feel like he's in the right for feeling how he feel, because how you in a whole relationship and don't know that your partner is making explicit content?
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
Um.
What you think?
What do you? I don't know. My whole perspective on stripping, on OnlyFans, on porn, all it is changed recently. And I didn't tell you. I haven't. We haven't spoke about this yet. But I kind of feel like, because all of this shit boils down to you basically interacting with people. If you feel confident enough to stand in somebody's face and say, "Yo, this is what I do,"
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't necessarily see why it's. I mean, I understand why it can be looked at as like non-traditional, or like, oh, she a hoe or she a rat. But at the end of the day, all of this shit boiled down to, my brother was like, all this shit boiled down to, can you go outside? Can you stand to be outside? Can you handle your face being shown after doing what you do? Can your nigga stand in a room full of niggas that done seen your his girl's ass and be okay? That's what this shit boiled down to. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, supposedly she did this shit because of some money,
Mm-hmm.
and that's her whole case. So let's just finish watching this.
Anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice? Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You not giving me none, so I created one. That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no solution. You knew who the fuck I was when you met me. Before.
What do you think about the whole entire thing about people making solutions? Like, cause I feel like that's women are good for that. Like, either you're not gonna do it, so somebody else will, or you didn't do anything, so I decided to do something about it. What do you think? What kind of place do you think that puts a man in? And then, do you think it's acceptable on any level? Like, it doesn't just have to be with sex. Like, do you think that's acceptable with any level when you're in a relationship? And if so, just elaborate for me.
Um, for me, I feel like it's not acceptable. Like, I feel like if you're committing to your, what's the word, like, unison, like, what's the word?
Um, if you're committed to being in unison, if
You
you're
feel
committed to
me?
being in unison and being cohesive and committed to being together.
Right. When you're committed in, like, creating a bond with someone, your life
Right.
partner, I
Yeah.
feel like y'all have to be on the same page. Like, y'all can't be on two different frequencies. I feel like if you feel like your partner isn't being there for you, I feel like it is your job, it's your duty to figure out a solution together, or find the patience in yourself to be able to wait for that person to be on the same page with you, or vice versa. But I feel like going out of your way and doing something that's just not aligning with y'all's goals as a couple, I feel like that's creating imbalance in the relationship. Yeah.
How would you handle it if it was like, we've been together for a minute?
Mhm.
Um, we don't. I don't think we don't do shit behind each other's backs. I think there was a point though that we were making decisions for ourselves
Hmm.
without thinking about the other person. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that that's what's the word, like that's just like over time, you feel me, like you were adjusting, you were trying to get out of your singleness and get into like a relationship. Like I feel like it took me a long time to like actually like process it from a couple's point of view.
Mm.
Like it took me a long time to stop saying I. Not even because I was just not paying attention or not,
But that's just what you was used to saying.
because I felt like you should come to a relationship whole. And I felt like if I'm holding up my part, then you should hold up your part, not realizing that if I'm lacking in a certain area or vice versa, like we're there to create that support, which means sometimes you have to step outside of yourself. Sometimes you have to, yeah, step aside from your own perspective or how you would do things, or, oh, I'm okay, so they should be okay. No, it's I'm okay, which means that I should be able to make sure that person's okay.
Right, right. Versus just thinking that they're okay because you're okay.
Right.
Right. I mean,
It took time though.
but that's not a bad perspective though to come to the relationship whole. You feel me? And I think it should be reversed. I think men should feel that way.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm learning that being like just being all around and well rounded man is just a journey. You
Hmm.
feel me? And like I'm thankful for our relationship the most, but I'm thankful for all the relationships I've been in. But at the same time, what I was gonna say was that if I would have known what it meant to be whole, I probably wouldn't have been in those relationships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of where I was evaluating myself, and where I would think I was as a person. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, so so do you think when it when it when it when you talk about money specifically, right?
Hmm.
Do you think that there's ever a situation to where like what she did is acceptable? Like for example, all right, so like famous black movie,
Hmm.
right? Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah.
I think it was Why Did I Get Married? Either one or two. I can't remember which one. But Sheila's husband,
Hmm.
Mike, her first husband, remember they were all still friends.
Hmm.
And the last Why Did I Get Married, they were struggling.
Her new husband.
Her and her new husband.
Hmm.
She ended up telling the ex-husband
Right, I remember that.
about the situation,
To help him get a
and
job.
he ended up finding out later like, hey, that's why I gave you the job. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like that, do you think that she was wrong? And do you think that intentions matter, or do you think that like women should just never do shit like that? Because obviously we know the characteristics of Sheila.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We know that she didn't have no ill will, but do you think that women should do things like that? And would you accept it from
I
your
don't.
man?
I don't think that women should do that. I think that it causes other people to have an opinion on your situation. Like I feel like you should not talk to other people about your relationship. I feel like that is something that I had to learn, that is still sometimes it's like you got something to say and you want to be able to express yourself and get your thoughts out to see if you're thinking about certain things in the correct way, but it's just like at the end of the day, people aren't in your relationship and people are always going to come with their objective, or what's the word, is it subjective, like their own perspective about how they would handle the situation, and it don't even be pertaining to the relationship that
Mm,
you guys are in. And I just feel like
mm.
I
So you saying people giving advice that they're not even following?
right, right, like people are just get saying stuff sometimes, or people are putting their negative input on that, and sometimes you don't need you don't need that to impact your relationship. Like, you feel me? Like, it be seeming like, oh, like they're a nice person, they're a good person, but you should never allow somebody to have power, not power, but like any type of room or say so in your relationship. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel
So
like,
so let me ask you this though.
mhm.
So in other words, because if you pay attention to that specifically,
Mhm.
that situation specifically, um, Troy was the only one that responded negatively about it.
Right. And I feel like he had a right to feel a certain way because men have a lot of pride and they have really big egos. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but it's just like for you to ask your ex-husband to give your new husband an opportunity.
Because he can't find one.
One is
You feel like
showing,
that's
yeah, you're talking like you're talking about shit that's nobody's business. You feel me? To a person that is the reason why you're even in the relationship to begin with.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I
Yeah.
think that that's a huge line to not cross. Like, I think that that is very disrespectful to the relationship.
Yeah.
And I just feel like sometimes a woman has to do what she has to do, but going to your ex or going to like a person you know that your partner is not going to feel
Yeah.
is just it's a total violation to me. I think that that's something that you just have to understand. You cannot cross that line. You feel me? If you value your relationship, if you value your partner,
Right.
keep people that don't have the best, like, cause for him to say in the movie like, "Oh, that's why I gave you your job," that's why she should have never went to him. Because first and foremost,
Why would you?
why you even playing with me like that?
Right.
You feel me? Like,
you know what it's like. So why even mention it?
you feel me? Like, you know,
Why
you feel
even
like you got
mention it?
something over me and my relationship making me feel some type of way. And I
Right.
just feel like that's why it's important for you to just keep the relationship to yourself. Because at the end of the day, your partner is supposed to be your safe place. You
Yeah.
feel me? And I don't feel like if you do something for me, I don't feel like you're hanging something over my head. You feel me? If I did, then I feel like we don't have a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying?
This thing is not upright. It'll be upright next time, but it's not upright. But I feel you though. I
So
feel you.
so do you want to fix it?
No, it's good.
I was about to say,
Finish what you're saying.
all right. So yeah, I feel like that's why you don't let people in your relationship, because they feel like they one up on you. They feel like they know what's going on in your relationship. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
you talking to them further down the line, they like, oh, you don't want to do that because you know he da 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 da, like thinking that they know something about something and y'all don't know nothing about nothing.
Right.
You feel me? So I just think it's respectful to keep people out your relationship. That's just how I feel.
I thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again. But unfortunately, that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously,
Everything.
it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. Only fans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keisha. It don't matter when they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find it out on the fly.
All right then, but now, okay,
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah.
She said, "Nah, you know."
I don't even want to watch. Like that's what I'm saying. All right, and it just take me back. I want to wrap this conversation up real quick, but because this is just a little segment for me and you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But no, that's what I'm saying. Why are we still in the video trying to figure out what happened?
What you mean?
That it just my whole point. I feel like men, like, why does he not run? Like, she blatantly did some OD shit and then recorded your response because she knew that you was like looking dumb. Why else record this? He's not being aggressive. He's not doing any of that. Why else record this?
Are they married?
Yes.
I mean, probably proof in court. Like, you feel me? You don't know what they
Like,
got in their prenup. You don't know. Uh, you don't know why people do that, and that's sad that you know these type of days people are doing stuff like that, trying to like prove something to the world. Like that should be sad as fuck.
mm,
But I don't know. I feel like it sound to me. To me, it sound like he don't have enough money to provide for them, and she feel like she ain't got no other way to like get her bread up, and it sounds like he not okay with it.
he's a retired NBA player.
I'm not saying that he don't got no money. I'm just saying like it seemed like she's not okay with what's happening. That doesn't
So
mean
does
that
that-
doesn't mean that he doesn't
So
have
does
enough
that make
funds.
does that make it okay?
I don't think that it's okay at all. I think that I personally think if you're doing anything behind your partner's back
Yeah.
or anything that you can't just blatantly say to your partner,
Right.
I think that that's like not something you should be doing in your relationship, and that's probable cause for that person to break up with you. Like, why are you sneaking around? Why are you doing stuff behind your
So
partner's back?
would you say is Joe Smith a simp? Would you say he's simping for not exiting the relationship?
No,
Why not?
people. I don't think that I can be like, oh, he's a simp. Like he's dumb for staying. If he knows that he's happy there, like she might be doing something for him like no other woman has done for him.
Just because, listen, just because.
I'm just saying.
No. You're saying, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, just because he's happy doesn't mean it's not simp behavior.
But why
It's
does
just
simp
like-
behavior have to be a negative thing? Well, why can't like what if he's okay with being a simp?
Men should never simp
Why?
because it's not good for. It's not like the reason expectations are out of whack. The reason that people expect things that they shouldn't is because of the men that do things that for people that they shouldn't do. And then a president gets set, and then people like to follow that president, not understanding that it's simp behavior,
I think
and
that
it fucks up relationships.
I think that you're coming from a perspective where you think that the man has to be the dominant.
No, it don't have to be dominant. I just need to be respected.
I know, but why can't he be a simp? Like, what's wrong? Like,
Because she's not being respectful.
maybe he like that though.
He doesn't in the video. He doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
I'm just saying, like, if the situation was me and you wouldn't have reacted that way. I'm just saying,
it
like,
wouldn't have took a video for me to walk out the door.